Hello everyone, I'm CJ and welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going on the Indian Pacific, that's right, the Indian Pacific train from Perth all the way over through to Sydney Central. Today is the 19th of April, Easter Saturday, so I'm going over Easter, which is kind of ironic considering I went on the Great Southern over New Year's. So for 2025 the itinerary is completely new. They've completely rejigged it, so we get an extra night on board. So today I'm here at East Perth. Tomorrow morning I'll be at Kalgoorlie doing a tour, and then throughout the Nullarbor continuing to the evening. Then on Monday we'll be going through to the Barossa Valley, which includes Seppeltsfield Estate Winery. That'll be very nice. And then continuing through to Broken Hill on Tuesday, and then the Blue Mountains and Sydney on Wednesday. I already had a fantastic experience on the Adelaide to Perth Indian Pacific and the Great Southern 2 in January. Is this going to be just as good, if not better? I've already checked in my name and I've got my cabin. I'm in carriage N in cabin number 2, which is pretty cool. At the moment there's pre-departure drinks, entertainment and a few nibbles, so I'll go and get myself amongst it all and enjoy everything. Let's do this. Look at that, all the Easter eggs. And you've got the mini bar just over there. Nothing really appealed to me too much, so I just got a couple of arancini balls. I usually enjoy them, so they should be very good. Alright. Pretty nice. As we're about to board soon, the musician is going to play a set for us. And there's the scene just over here. Everyone having a good time, which is exactly what we want to be seeing.
Now I apologise, but the next few clips will be having no audio. This is due to the special microphone with my vlogging kit breaking down, which meant that there was no audio picked up from the microphone. Luckily, I found this issue very early, so not much of the video is affected at all, except for this wildlife setup. Basically, there was a koala, some lizards, and some snakes, and I even held a snake.
waltzing Matilda on the violin.
Told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. I hear that whistle blow, I hang my head and cry.
From Perth to Sydney, with stops in Kalgoorlie. It's a good thing that I don't plan this, don't organize the stops. At Kalgoorlie, cook the Barossa Valley for dinner, and then Broken Hill and the Blue Mountains before we finally get to Sydney. One more time with some feeling. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to announce that the Indian Pacific is ready to board. All aboard!
Yep, you heard it correctly. We are going to be boarding now. I have to walk all the way down to the front. I'm in carriage letter N in cabin number 2. Oh wow, I can smell some really good food. That means dinner's going to be good. Let's walk all the way to the end, get into the cabin, settle in, and I'll talk briefly about the journey. And there's your locomotive just at the front, and a B series going to Ellenbrook. This will be a fantastic sunset. Let's get aboard. Alright, we're getting in here. It's good to be back in familiar territory. And my room is just in here. Let's have a look. Alright, let's have a more detailed look at the room. First, whoop. How do we raise this? Okay, it's the other way, is it? There we go. So here is the blind to raise it. I didn't read properly. Above here, pillows, look like blankets if you get too cold. And then over here is the air conditioning vent. And then your speaker. And then over here is the bed. This turns down from the chair at night. And then here's my chair. So it's very wide. I've got one armrest here, another armrest here, so double armrest. Then you've got the fold table, and then this card here has my meal times on it. A lot happening. And then here is the footrest. Suitcase storage is just underneath here. Here is more luggage storage in this drawer. And then you've got a cupboard that has coat hooks coat hangers, sorry. And you've got and then slippers and a cupboard with other stuff. So that's pretty good. And then here is a radio where you can choose different music channels. So volume up, volume down, channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. And then your lighting controls. All in all, if we have a look, it's a pretty small cabin, but given it's for only one person, it's very compact and it really is all you need for a train trip. Let's get moving. Now we should be heading off any moment, but now I'm going to tell you what they've done different for 2025 compared to previous years. So, the first difference is we're leaving a day earlier. So usually in 2024 and well before that, the train left on a Sunday from East Perth and arrived on Wednesday. This time we're leaving Saturday night and arriving on the Wednesday. One reason is so that the Kalgoorlie tours can be in the morning instead of the evening like it was last time, because a lot of passengers didn't like the fact that it was at night because they couldn't really see the super pit well, which is fair enough. So now we'll be able to see the super pit and all that during the day, which is pretty good. The second change is that Cook, instead of in the afternoon, will be at night. So that's going to be pretty nice. So I'm much looking forward to that. They'll be doing a stargazing session and setting up some bonfires, whereas last time Cook was in the afternoon. Then instead of going into Adelaide, we all go to the Barossa Valley, to Seppeltsfield Estate Winery, and have dinner there. So from 2024 and earlier, you arrive in Adelaide in the morning and then you have a selection of off-train tours, but then this time they take everyone to the Barossa Valley for dinner, so that's going to be really good. And then the next day some tours in Broken Hill, so that'll be really nice. They're all different tours too. So we've got like bush tucker tours of Taste the Outback, there's the historic Daydream mine where you get to go in an underground mine, that's what I'm doing, and yeah, just different tours to what it used to be. And then the next day you've got the usual Blue Mountains experiences, or you choose to continue on the train through to Sydney. So it's a 5-day, 4-night trip, new itinerary for 2025. Super excited. And we're at last on our way. See you later, Perth. On the way to the harbour capital. We're about to pass over the new Bayswater station. This is where the airport and Ellenbrook and Midland lines branch off. A few years ago, it used to be only the Midland line. Platforms on the other side. Then we're about to go under the viaduct that goes to the Ellenbrook line, which is pretty cool. Whoops, that was one of my amenities. And there's the viaduct that goes to the Ellenbrook line. And for dinner, so got to do the usual. Please make up my room. If you don't put that out, then there's no bed. Simple. So excited for dinner. Last time was amazing. Is it going to be just as good, if not better, for this trip? So here we are weaving through the gold single cabins. Alright. Suite cabins too. Gold Suite used to be called Gold Superior before they changed it last year. And then in here is one of the many tea and coffee stations. There's an axe there to break glass in emergency. So you've got all your coffee cups. And then over here, sugar, tea, milk and all that. And then just here is a sink. But where's the coffee maker? Might do it with boiling. I think it's instant coffee with boiling water. Yeah, through that. Anyway, we'll keep on going. Toilet in there. Two more carriages. We'll get there. G'day, mate.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Just going to dinner.
No worries, enjoy.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
One of the nice guys on the train. Turns out it is his first time on a train trip for Journey Beyond, so good luck to him for his career. All right. Oh wow, we're here already. Outback Explorer Lounge. It's good to be back. So you press this, in you go. And look at this. Off to dinner. Dinner time. Yep, we can do that. There we go. Let's see what we're going to be eating. Alright, our menu. Arancini. Have a look through this. Lamb shank, pork tenderloin. Oh, this looks good.
So this is the menu. That's where the cafe starts by the lawn. I know.
Cheers, everyone.
We got to the stage. It was like, when we got there, it was like, I'm dying to see a quokka.
Good to have some Shiraz again on board the Indian Pacific.
There's another quokka. It's just sitting here to see the...
Got served some classic dinner bread rolls as an appetizer.
Yeah, the arancini balls and the eggplant and
Look at that. Amazing.
36.
And there's my lot of starters. Alright, let's dig in. Good arancini balls, love it. Look at this. To start off, a lamb shank with some veggies and what looks like mashed potato too. This should go down a treat. Right, is this going to be any good? Of course it's good. It always is.
Sweden's capital.
Look at that. So tender.
So we didn't go all the way up to the top to the
That is absolutely delicious,
We
honestly.
went across the bridge then, so it's going by just very gradually. Because I thought...
Look at this. This is magnificent. And I think I had this on the Great Southern too. It was good then. Let's see if it's going to be good this time.
Well, I thought
Look at that.
when am I ever going to see the centre of it?
Alright, got a decent piece of this ghetto here. Let's see how good it tastes.
When I did the Ghan and I checked in, I expected everybody to be Australian.
Oh my goodness.
Because Australia don't only just
It's
don't
good.
just tourists.
More than good.
So
Probably the best you can ever get.
it's been open.
Once again, absolutely loved it. The ghetto is probably the best dessert you can get on Journey Beyond. And that is the end of dinner for night one. Once again, amazing as Journey Beyond usually are. We have to go to bed because we're getting up early at 6 tomorrow.
Good night.
Sleep time, that's okay.
Here's a full look through of the Outback Explorer Lounge. Well, it was a pretty quick walk to get back in here. Let's see what it's like. Oh, look at this. The bed. Then you've got a guide here. Wow. Gotta love the bed. Alright, it'll be time for bed now. Gotta go to bed now because we're waking up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, so I've got to be all ready and rejuvenated. Now, before I go to bed, of course, I've got to do one of the most famous things of Journey Beyond. That's right. Eat the bed chocolate. Never disappoints. Good old Journey Beyond bed chocolates. So good. Always look forward to them. That'll be it for me for the night. Good night. See you tomorrow for a very nullable Easter Sunday. Good morning, everyone. It is currently 5:40 a.m. Yep, very early, and we've arrived in Kalgoorlie. Now you can't really see anything out there, but we're going to do our early morning tours. So the tour options were the Super Pit. So basically they do a Super Pit tour, and then the next tour option is to go to Hannon's North Tourist Mine to do some gold panning and see all the vintage mining equipment there, and go inside one of the diggers, which is pretty good. And then there's Curious Kalgoorlie, which is just a general overall tour of Kalgoorlie. By the way, all tours go to the Super Pit Lookout, which is pretty good. I picked Curious Kalgoorlie because I've already done the Super Pit and I've already done Hannon's North Tourist Mine, so I just picked the one I haven't done yet. We're going to be hopping out at 6 a.m. to start the tour and then returning on train at about 9 o'clock. Let's do this. Please make up my room. Got a little bit more of a sunrise now. Now it's very cold out there, 9 degrees Celsius, so I'm all rugged up for this very chilly morning in Kalgoorlie. Good morning, cab N2. Wow, nice chilly morning here in Kalgoorlie.
Wow, lovely sunrise. All right, let's go find our tour. Right, that one is Super Pit, and this one's Curious Kalgoorlie, which is the one I'm going on.
And then off to the Super Pit first. So if you want to to work here in Kalgoorlie at a mine site, you do 12-hour shifts. So you start at 6 in the morning, 6 at night, that's day shift. Then night shift, you start at 6. And the reason we have such lovely wide streets is because of the camels. So here on the right hand side is the York Hotel, and they were Afghans and they had influence on that hotel being made, and they had the camels, you know, with all their goods and water back in the late 1800s. Please be careful as you're hopping out of the bus. The area is a bit rocky and a bit uneven underfoot, so just be careful, please. You're welcome to take photos. The Super Pit is at that fence there. Just position myself for the other bus.
Look at that. Look at how deep that is. What a nice morning view.
So that's another hotel that got damaged. This street, where the earthquake took quite a bit of a hit. The building stayed up, but the verandas didn't, the fronts. So a lot of these fronts are fairly new.
Interesting town hall here. All the offices and everything. Wow. This is old. Goodness. Never been into a vintage hall before, and that seems to be where they put some performances on. Wow, this is amazing.
Kalgoorlie Melbourne's Heritage Services. So I'd like to welcome you all to the Boulder Town Hall. There's some food there if you'd like to help yourself to a snack there. When everybody
Look at this. Really taken back in time. This is magnificent.
where did this other town Boulder come from and why did they build two towns so close together? If you look on the map, you're always going to feel Kalgoorlie. That's just how we got railway station in 1896. Boulder just stayed never made it on the map. You've probably all heard about Paddy Haddon discovered gold where the top end of Hannah Street is now in June 1893. And then within a couple of weeks of his discovery, there'll be a double-storey veranda that ran down that side of the building. So we need commissions for the shows. And then there's another balcony out this side.
Just made a quick stop at this timber place, which looks pretty good.
How we going?
G'day.
Getting that way there?
And look at that nice friendly dog. Hello, mate. How are you? Look at that, nice and calm.
Get inside. Good morning, welcome to Chunky Timbers. Hello, how you going? Good morning. Hi. Well, that
Morning.
looks very
Yeah, it is.
very pro. Are you doing like a thing?
YouTube thing, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait for Chunky Timbers to be on it.
It will be, yeah.
Woo! Good morning, welcome.
So this place is called Chunky Timbers. And we got given a bag of stuff, which is pretty good. You can have a look here. This looks like the workshop.
Which is our silky pear. It's bush tucker and it's what Kalgoorlie's named after. I made these ones up for the Indigenous Language Centre where I inlaid the red seed beads off the desert in there. But I normally drill the holes in them like so.
Social media. And yeah, hope you enjoy your little Nully buddy. Thank you.
And this little one that just wandered in, her name's Bandsaw. She's had a little dingo cross, and anyone with shorts on may well get a lick up the back of the leg, okay? That's from her, not me. Corrugator, that's one of the rarest timbers here in the goldfields. And that'll sit up there the rest of the day. All the excess oil and that drains out of it.
You're
Here's
doing
one of
good.
my chopping boards, you can see through there, all the different goldfields timbers.
So this is the little shop they have here. I'll zoom out a bit for you. There you go. Look at that. Nice little local store. And you've got cutting boards and that here.
Thank you.
It looks really nice.
Yeah. That big log there. The one leaning just here, leaning against the wall.
We're heading up to the train now. 10-15 minutes.
There we go, and a pen souvenir. Thank you. Well, that was certainly a very enjoyable tour to start the morning. I'm going to go hop back aboard the train and have some brunch very soon. Alrighty. And there you go. I've got my seat. Back on board the train now. That was a very nice morning out in Kalgoorlie, seeing the soup pit, going to the Boulder Town Hall, and visiting this Chunky Timbers business, which was pretty good. I ended up buying something there, which is nice. Now I'm going to relax in here for about half an hour, 40 minutes, then I'm going to head off to Brunch. I smelt the brunch when I walked in through the lounge car. It smells pretty good, so I'm very excited. See you later, Kalgoorlie. Now we're heading off to the harsh environment of the Nullarbor. I'll also be heading to Brunch very shortly. Pretty nice scenery out there. Alright, time to head off for brunch. Back to a familiar place, the Outback Scenery.
You at the moment, is that okay? So
Yeah, that's all good. There we go, thank you. And the menu. Let's have a good look at our menu. So we've got juice, then this breakfast BLT. I think I had that last time, and I'm probably going to get it again because it's so good. Avocado, gammon steak, Caesar salad, brioche poppy seed waffle, Parsano artisan toast, and the desserts. This will be good. Start off with an OJ. Just been served. And this time I got scrambled instead of poached. Very good. I love hollandaise, so this is sure to taste good. Let's give this a try. Get a good piece. Yep. Perfection, honestly. That breakfast or brunch was absolutely magnificent. Once again, Journey Beyond just know how to do it all the time. On to the dessert. Look at this blueberry and cranberry loaf. Smells pretty good. I'm sure it will taste just as good. Let's give it a try. Alright, we've got the slice here. How is it going to taste? So good it is, so good. Once again, so good. That is amazing, honestly. Very good loaf, very good. Now I'm going to head back to my camp and probably have a bit of a nap.
Quite dangerous. Oh, very good.
It's a good look at the Queen Adelaide restaurant for you, and now here's the lounge car.
I am back. Well, there really isn't that much to look out the window because it's pretty much all scrub and desert. And very soon it will be nothing in the Nullarbor. So as we roll towards Nullarbor, I'm going to have a little bit of an afternoon nap and then head back to the lounge car for some afternoon tea later on. So, I'll see you there. So I just got visited by one of the staff members to tell me that afternoon tea is on. So I'm going to head over to the lounge car now. And wow, what about that for an echo? It's rolling up. We're about to stop at. But yeah, I'm going to go have a beer for the first time ever and just chill. Thought I'd be having this. Let's see how it goes. Beer. Oh, it's very strong, but I don't mind it. It's very strong, but I don't mind it. Oh, very strong and fizzy. Well, well, well. Look what's about to happen. That's right. Everyone's favourite game, the most significant game of this video, trivia. I'm on a 2-game winning streak. Can we make it 3 in a row? Let's see.
Best way to do this is a good team name at the top. Good team needs a good team name. And you should have a piece of paper with 20 spots for answers. Specific. No, just kidding. Alright. We'll go a bit easy then. Alright, here we go. Number 1. What is the largest bone in the human body?
Do you know what the fear of flowers is? This is what we think.
Alright, number 4. What famous actor and comedian appeared in the music video for Paul Simon's song, You Can Call Me Al?
Oh, I've watched the video, but I don't know who's in it.
Appeared in the music video for Paul Simon's song, You Can Call Me Al? Does Robert De Niro say, "You talking to me"? In what movie does Robert De Niro say, "You talking to me"?
Are you talking to me?
Who was the first Disney princess? Who was the first Disney princess?
I think you know. I think you might know this one. I do. But I'm not going to say it because I don't want people to hear me.
Who was the first woman ever inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Who was the first woman ever to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Which country consumes the most chocolate per capita?
Which country consumes the most chocolate per capita?
The most chocolate per capita.
Do you know?
What species of fish is the Pixar animated fish Nemo? What species of fish is Nemo?
That's an easy question. Surely you know.
What is the largest bone in the human body? Femur.
Yes.
Femur, yes, well done. Good
One
start.
out of one.
Number 2, the hottest planet in our solar system, Venus.
Venus,
2 out of 2.
I'm your Venus, I'm your fire, one desire. 460 degrees Celsius. Number 3, what is the fear of flowers called? Anthrophobia.
Oh.
Anthrophobia.
Never heard of it, but we'll remember
Never heard
it
of
The
now.
fear of ants? Florophobe. No, just kidding. Number 4. What actor and comedian appeared in the music video for Paul Simon's song You Can Call Me Al is Chevy Chase.
Oh, yes, it was from the
With a ripping
movie.
sax solo. Check it out if you get the chance.
So we got 2
Number
out
5.
of 4.
What country does The Jungle Book take place in? India.
Yes.
India.
So we got
Hands
3
up,
out of 5.
floater and wipe are terms used in volleyball.
No, you can.
I said volleyball. I said volleyball. That's the only sport
Number
I've played
6 is volleyball. Number 7, unicorn is the national animal of Scotland.
Scotland.
Of course it is.
Oh no, we are on a terrible losing streak.
Anyway, we're doing not great.
We need to get ourselves back on
3 out
track.
of 6. 1, 2, 3
No, it's
out
not
of
Narnia. Sorry.
Not Narnia.
This is terrible.
Number 8, Paul McCartney wrote a song for John Lennon's son Julian. The title of the song was Hey Jude.
Thank goodness we got that one, but that one everyone knows.
Oh, our pen's packing it in.
Julian. Doesn't have the same ring to it.
Well, it's
Number
next.
9, Robert De Niro says, you talking to
It's
me
definitely-
in Taxi Driver.
Taxi driver.
Taxi Driver.
If this next
Okay,
one's
we
not
get
Snow
better
White.
now.
First Disney princess, Snow White.
Thank goodness.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 10. Not bad.
6
Number
out of 10,
11,
we're
how many
getting
legs
that.
does a lobster have? The answer is 10.
Oh!
Other insects, non-arachnid. It's a lobster with 10
You
legs.
said, who said?
Number 12.
My dad's gonna
Who's
hate
the
me for
first
that.
woman ever inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, garnering much respect? Aretha Franklin.
Yes! I was
that's
scared
one
for a
of the
sec,
tally.
but
Well
we
done.
got it.
I sense a strong back end for you. 13. How many planets currently make up the solar system? 8.
Good. All right.
Pluto had to go,
1, 2, 3.
It's the only one people can stumble
and
on.
then it came back again. Then it had to get off again. 8. 14. Which country
What is it?
consumes the most chocolate per capita? Switzerland.
Oh!
Switzerland.
Switzerland!
A little bit of product testing right there,
When
sorry.
you know.
Number 15, how many hearts do octopus have? 3. 3 hearts. You only have 1, 3 in the octopus.
Oh, those are crucial ones we got
I
wrong.
know, mate.
16. What type of animal is a Flemish giant? Anyone? A rabbit.
Oh, no.
Rabbit.
Oh dear, this is going horrible.
I'm doing quite well actually. Thank you. I might be half a chance here. 17. What species of fish is animated fish Nemo a clownfish?
Oh dear God, we've done badly. 1, 2, 3, 4,
It's an
5,
enemy.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Need the
9
last
out of
18.
17.
The phrase "Go where no man has gone before" appeared in the TV series Star Trek.
Thank goodness, okay.
I
We
think
need to get all these right.
We do, darling, we do.
Number 19. The most consumed manufactured drink in the world, tea.
Oh, we're thinking, yeah, oh bugger. Of course it
dear.
is. I knew that.
Lots of tea drunk all over
I bet
the
you're
world.
doing very well.
Alright, this
aren't
one. 2019. This is what we found for Roman numerals. We're just trying to.
I gotta get me one of those trees. Number 20. Describe the year 2019 in Roman numerals. Here we go, folks. M M X I X. N M X I X.
We got 10, I
The
think.
millennium, 2 N's, the I before the X for the 9 and the X for the 10. You've got 2019. Tally your points up, folks.
7,
Extra
8,
bonus points.
9, 10,
If you
11.
correctly tally
Oh,
your
11
points.
is okay.
We passed.
We passed.
7. Well done. That's a good score. How'd you go here? 9. All right, we're heading in the right direction now. That's good. How'd we go on the left up here? 9 as well. Oh goodness. And how about you two? You were competing, weren't you? You got 1. As a team, you got 6 then. Well done.
No.
Congratulations.
No.
And how'd you go up the back there?
11.
11. Congratulations.
Have we
Well
won?
done. There's the bright spark.
The soaring eagles.
All right, divided by 4. What's that?
Oh,
No, just kidding. That's all. It is the Bright Sparks. If you don't have any reception, you need to Google something, go ask one of them. They'll be able to help you out. Thanks
We've
very much,
won.
folks. I'll sort you out something from the souvenir cabinet. There's a little gift for you.
3 in a row.
Have a wonderful journey, and I'll see you.
3 in a row. It's happened
Have a
again.
good journey. Cheers.
As a celebration, I'm going to skull the rest of this. Yeah!
Well, I just got back from socialising with a few people, lounge car. Picked the water bottle as my prize for the trivia. How good is it? 3 consecutive trivia wins on the trains, and that also means that I am undefeated. We got 11 out of 20, so the lowest score, we just snuck home because the streak is still alive. That beer was quite nice too. Never thought I liked beer, and I somehow do. Look at that. Nothing out there but the bare red dirt and very few shrubs. This is the real Nullarbor. Okay, there really is nothing outside now. Just very low-lying scrub. Apart from that, it's just red dirt. This is the uniqueness of the Nullarbor. As the sun begins to set, it's time to head off for dinner. So just shut this, and the police may cut my road. I'm not sure if they'll make it by the time I get back. They're either going to make it while I'm having dinner or while I'm outside and cook. Let's go. Here comes dinner. Sorry. I'll put the crew here. There we go. So have a look at this carrot and coriander soup. Dark and green peppercorn plate, smoked chicken pea beetroot salad, and of course we've got slow cooked beef, grilled turong mulloway, baby carrots, tart, strawberries and cream.
No, it does. It tastes of soy.
Wow.
Yes. It's not even the right colour for
This is something different. The smoked chicken with the pea puree.
That's such a British thing as well.
Alright, let's see how this tastes.
I'm happy to make things worse. Oh, that's how you can.
That's cool.
We have
Full of flavour. Full of flavour.
Very unique, but honestly smoked chicken tastes pretty good.
But that's all.
A win for me. Welcome to Cook. We're back again. Can't believe I've visited this place. Such little significance twice in the last 6 months. Crazy. We're still having dinner, we'll hop out there soon. Now this is going to go down a treat. Look at this, slow cooked beef with mushroom. Could not get better. Look at this, flavour everywhere you look. There definitely is flavour.
amazing. What about these mushrooms? Do they have good flavour too? Of course they do. Outstanding. That was a fantastic main course. Now the dessert, strawberry ice cream with strawberries and whatever this thing is. Let's dig in. Alright, should have plenty of time to go back to my cabin and grab the jacket to go out. There you go, that's dessert complete. Now on to going out and cook. That's the end of dinner. I'm going to quickly grab my jacket and then we're going to go out to cook at night. Now the please may cut my room signs off, so my bed is probably made up, and yes it is. Look at that, all ready for when I get back later on. How wonderful. Well, well, well. In the middle of nowhere. Probably can't see a thing, but there's lots of stars up there, which is so good. Yes. Yes, we've got some good skies tonight. Oh, just the smell of campfire in the middle of the outback at night. You cannot get much better than this in Australia. How good. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be amazing. So excited. Finally, a night in the Nullarbor where I get to see stars. Oh wow. Such good clusters too. And look at that. There's your iconic sign for Cook. And there's the Indian Pacific in the light. This is the best I've ever seen the stars. I don't think you can see it, but there's visible galaxy clouds. We've got clear skies. This is magnificent. And we've got some music on in the campfire. I don't think you'll see anything good with this camera quality, but you might see a few twinkles. Oh, I love this song, To Her Door. Oh, wow. You can see some twinkles of the stars up above. This is magnificent.
She stayed about a year. Then he wrote a letter. Said I want to see her. He thought it sounded better. So she sent him up the face. On a Lincoln to a door. I'm right from a man in Brussels. 6'4", full of muscle. I said, do you speak about language? He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. Ain't going back, living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel.
Some magnificent star displays tonight. Tonight is actually the best night they've had all year in terms of star displays in the sky. No moon, no clouds. Obviously, you won't be able to see the stars very well with my video footage, so I'll show you some photos once I get back on the train.
Out here nothing changes, not in a hurry anyway. And you feel the endlessness coming with the light of day. We're talking about a chosen place. You wanna feel it in the marketplace where just a minute now you're standing on solid rock, standing on sacred ground, living on borrowed time and the winds of change. change, blowing down the line. Standing on solid rock, standing on sacred ground, living on borrowed time, and the winds of change was blowing down the line. Sing Matilda with me, sing along if you know the words. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he watched and waited till his Billy boy. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Well, down came the jumper to drink out the billabong. Up jumped the swag man and grabbed him with glee. And he sang as he shoved the jumper in his tucker bag. You come a waltzing down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing, bring a nickel, tap your feet. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing, bring a nickel, tap your feet.
You can see the bonfire slowly go out now. It's almost out.
And I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? And I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day, younger than the mountains.
Surely you know this.
Blowing like a breeze, country roads, take me home to the place that I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home down country roads.
Good stuff, mate. Whenever I go out doing my videos, I always thank the musician for every single one they've done.
Thanks.
Before we hop back on board, let's have a look at the iconic messages. Our hospital needs your help. Get sick. Oh, I remember this good old one from Adelaide to Perth. Cook, Queen of the Nullarbor. The other side, the signs. And then this one. If you're crook, come to cook. That's right, if you're crook, come to cook. That is the iconic saying of this place. Look at a shot of that. Shot of the train going down at night, lit up by the lanterns in the middle of the outback. Magnificent. Back on board the train, it's toasty warm in here, which is nice. Gonna go have a shower and then go to bed and get ready for tomorrow. Alrighty, let's go in the shower. So this is the shower room. Let's have a look. Gonna lock this so we don't get walked in on. So, got your toilet, your dryer. I'll zoom out so you can see it better. So that's everything here. And we go to the other side. Sharps disposal for medications, cupboards, and then the shower itself, which is pretty spacious compared to Gold Twin. So I'll probably get in there, have a nice warm shower, and then go to bed. Been very, very pleasant. Wow, what a fun day that was, honestly. For being in the place of nothing, which is Nullarbor. So much happened today. Visiting Kalgoorlie, playing some trivia, having some chats, good food, stargazing, some great live music as well.
Man, you couldn't ask for any better on the Nullarbor. To finish off, bed chocolate. Brilliant. Alright. That'll be it for me from the evening. Tomorrow it'll be a pretty relaxing day, and then in the evening we're all going to Seppeltsfield Estate Winery in the Barossa Valley, which is going to be so fun. See you then. Good morning, everyone. Look at that. Nothing beats a sunrise on the Nullarbor. Wow. Look at this for a landscape. Lake Hart. This is the first salt flat we've had in ages. Just look at it. That is magnificent. And my room's just been made up. Since a staff member was doing room service and was all the way up to my carriage, I just quickly went to the toilet and put on the please make up my room sign, and she did my room pretty well. So I'm just going to chill here for a little bit more and then head off to breakfast. Look at that, you can see the end of the train over there. Very cool. Time for breakfast.
Just mind the dog, we just had a bit of a
Yeah, as you can see. I might go forward facing this time. There we go. And look at that, what a view out there.
Ah, well, what number is this on the list?
So this is second, pair.
Oh, yes.
Pair.
Yeah. When did you arrive in Oz then?
Probably some Weet-Bix and full breakfast. Just got some Weet-Bix as a starter.
Thinking at the time of going away, just do the like.
Just the usual full breakfast.
Alright, well, the best food is on.
When Ghan's that day? Sorry.
April 25.
Right.
Good as usual. Breakfast all finished. I'm going to grab a hot chocolate and go back to my cabin. Well, time to enjoy some scenery. Well, I hope you enjoyed the scenery of the Flinders Ranges. That was pretty cool. And going through Port Augusta. Now it is time to head off for lunch. Let's go.
Young fella.
G'day.
I've got some paperwork for you.
Oh, yeah?
You might be able to see both the front and back of the train while we're in motion. It's a long sweeping cape from London.
Oh, okay. So you're English.
Welsh.
Oh, Welsh. Welsh. Yeah.
Having the curry.
I've got a very good friend who's Welsh.
Probably have the galette for dessert.
No, the worst thing you can do.
OJ to start it off.
And there's a big cycle path there. So I hired a bike. And I got the bike and I took it back. I said, there's no gears on this bike.
Here is the curry. Buffalo, papadum, rice. Lovely.
In America with the train from Canada. Go on and on and on.
Pretty good. Rest of this up with the papadum. And I broke it.
Do you know why?
How silly am I? Served with a galette. This will be good.
They were beautiful.
There you go.
Chocolate coconut and mango. So we had a look at Perth and the supermarkets and your little convenience stores, nothing. But we think maybe we could, get in Sydney.
Don't you finish us why you didn't like that?
Alright, so
Once
we
again,
live in North
absolutely
Canterbury, which
brilliant.
is 20 minutes
There you go.
north of
Thank
Christchurch.
you.
After the earthquakes.
Alrighty, here we go. Time to go to the winery in the Barossa Valley. Going to be so fun. Now you might be wondering, why on earth do I have this on my chin? Well, the beauties of shaving, you get cuts. Unfortunately, I'm very unlucky when it comes to getting myself cut when shaving because it happens quite regular. But oh well, it is what it is. Just pulled into Long Plains. So which bus do we get on? Very windy and chilly out here. Look at this, Indian Pacific here at Long Plains. It's only a siding, not even a station. I have to take a picture of this. Coaches are just over here. We'll be heading through to the winery. Hello. Whoops, I bumped my head. I'll probably go on this seat here. Just hopped aboard. Even though we're on the Indian Pacific, I got this Great Southern.
Oh.
And the Great Southern isn't even running at the moment.
Oh. That's all I've got.
Very
all right.
cool.
So I can't dance around.
Barossa's looking brown, whereas before, at least when we got to the Barossa, we could see some green because it's been so dry up in the farming areas. We used to get to the Barossa just to see some green. But now they're starting to drop their leaves, and it won't be long, another probably 6 or 8 weeks, it'll be pruning season.
Also, there is the cellar as well, cellar door. So some of you are going to the cellar door for your tasting. You can leave anything you want on the coach, but I would advise you to have your coats with you because I think it'll get a bit chilly later. This is where we stay.
Look at this place. Oh my goodness. I know, it's amazing. You thought Clyde Park was good? Have a look at this. This is like a world within a world. Look at how green it is here. Oh, this is amazing. those who want it, there's popcorn. Thank you very much.
No, because I had some. It's lovely. Oh, yes. Yeah, no, it's the Seppeltsfield sparkling.
Thank you.
How good is this? All right, time for some sparkling wine. Never had it before. How's it going to taste? Let's see. Fizzy as usual, but to be fair, it tastes like any other wine, just a bit more fizzy. I kind of like it, actually. Very good. Wow, this place looks like an old castle. This is actually magnificent. Oh my goodness. All right, let's head on into the cellar, which is just down in this direction. We're inside and look at this place. Seppeltsfield Winery cellar. Let's have a look. What have we got? Wow. So here we have some wines, water, and some canapes for tasting. So this is going to be brilliant. Let's give it a try. Starting off with the Barossa Vermentino. This one's quite mild. Tastes a little bit more buttery, if you get what I mean. This one's a little bit more mild. And then we'll have a try with the sugar cured Atlantic salmon. So it's this. Now I'm not eating all of this in one because there's a lot. Even though it is on a spoon. Look at this. Let's have a taste. Pretty good. I'm going to have the rest of this and then we'll move on to the second. Alright, this one's the Eden Valley Single Vineyard Riesling.
Alrighty, on to the second one.
And he's about to talk about it, so I've just jumped ahead.
So the next one is Eden Valley 2023 Single Vineyard Riesling. Now,
Looks
Eden
like I'm
Valley,
going to go through it slowly.
400 metres above sea level. This particular vineyard, the soil is very rich in quartz and marble.
Onion jam and goat's curd crouton.
So you get those mineral flavours in the wine, which we call petrichor, which, funnily enough, is the smell that comes out of the earth before rain. So it's called petrichor in the winemaking world, but very mineral based.
Interesting. Look at the left closely.
Once they shave, the cooper shaves that
There
down.
is
You'll meet him a bit
a
later on.
fly in my wine.
Once he shaves those shavings down,
I guess I'll be drinking fly wine. Here we go, the Shiraz, my favourite. Good old-fashioned Shiraz taste, and this is actually quite good. Now for smoked mushrooms and basil mayonnaise, this should go down a treat. There we go. Got a good chunk of it here. And it's about to fall off my fork. Typical. Quite good. Very good, I should say. That's the end of the session. It was absolutely beautiful. Good canapes and good wines. Love it here. Have a look at this. Look at this waterfall. I could sit out here all night watching that and eating and drinking. Now we're heading off to the vintage cellar for our dinner and a bit of a music show, which is always very good fun. To get into the cellar, we have to head over this nice little old bridge. How cool. And then you've got this little brook here. Don't think you can see it very well. Wow. Look at the stage they have up there. Violins, guitarist, keyboard. Wow.
So the girls know if you're together.
This is everything.
Let's have a look at this. Artisan bread with house-made truffle butter, the main. They're shared platters, just like Coffs Harbour, Hunter Valley and Clyde Park. Beef fillet, marinated chicken, traditional green salad. To finish, we've got some cheese and some brownies. And then here's the wines. How good is this? So here's a piece of bread with the butter. Let's see how this tastes. Very nice. And then there's my Shiraz for the evening. Thank you very much. There you go. Right. Cheers to this fine evening in the Barossa Valley. Cheers.
From Sydney to Melbourne. It doesn't go along the coast. It goes in other countries. It's very nice. Catches you by surprise.
Beautiful Shiraz.
Yeah, you can't make it up and running quicker than we
Alright. What I might do is have a couple of pieces of this red meat.
I'm
not
loving
going
the
to
way
take
you
too
asked for
much
that.
so I can share it with everybody.
Yeah, do that.
And a piece of this, which should be quite good. To rotate the flavour. Feels like it's super healthy. Alright, time to try this dinner. This red meat looks absolutely amazing. Cooked beautifully, medium rare because it's red. Alright. This is what it looks like here. I'll be eating this to try it out. And what does it do? Melts in your mouth. Absolutely magnificent.
It's as good an excuse as any, isn't it?
Good crispy potatoes.
I've been really enjoying it, aren't you?
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
What a fantastic dinner that was.
Everyone gets in the way.
And I've got my firefighting assistant here in case anything goes wrong. See that colour on the flame? That's what I'm aiming for. And I know the thickness of the wood. I can hear the crackling. And we'll cut the gas supply there. And that's still hot, so I might put that back to the back. And it harm's way. Now, I shouldn't say this, but I will.
Comes a dessert, cheese and that, brownies. How does this brownie taste? Let's see. It's meant to be a signature thing. Very good.
You can dance, you can try, having the time of your life. Dancing queen, feel the beat on the tambourine, oh yeah. You can dance. can help you with me.
Yes! Great song choice! Great song! Can you get any satisfaction? No, you can't.
I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction. But I try, and I try, and I try, and I try. I can't get no, no, I can't get no. When I'm driving in my car and a man comes on the radio, where it began, I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's going strong. Experimental. It was in the spring, but then spring became the summer. And whoever knew you'd come along.
Here we go again!
Hands, touching hands. The dream don't stop when it moves. Reaching out, touching me, touching you.
I won't forget
Sweet Caroline, bop, bop. Good times never seem so good.
I won't forget the line.
It's
so good.
I've been inclined, bop, bop, to believe they never would, but now I look at the night into the burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames are high, and it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Oh, I fell into a burning ring of fire. It burns, 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 the hunger line of fire, the hunger line of fire. Once again, if you're in the hunger line of fire, you may find yourself hungering out the doors, so make sure you get your belongings. I see a man on that gentleman's show, he's been listening. The taste of love is sweet.
Thanks for the show.
See you, mate. Good on you.
Have a good one. Enjoy yourselves.
Hide in the background.
Mate, great stuff. Absolutely enjoyed it. I will definitely visit here again if I'm around the Barossa. Great dinner, great everything, and honestly, perfect scenery for a winery.
Thank you.
Did fantastic. Well done, all of you. Fantastic. Thank you for hosting us. Let's head back to the bus. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. Back on the bus after a fantastic night, ready to head back to the train. I'm going to sleep well, that's for certain. Finally off. What a night that was. Thanks, Wayno. Have a good one.
Yep, enjoy the rest of your excursion.
Carriage N. Gold. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks, mate.
That's really good to hear, man.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. I even got a couple of wines too for some friends I'm staying with in Sydney.
Oh,
so I thought a perfect thank you for having me gift would be some wines from where I went to.
Oh, that's amazing.
And that concludes an absolute magnificent night in the Barossa Valley. All that's left to do is eat the bed chocolate.
fantastic as usual, and I'll see you all tomorrow for Broken Hill. Whoop, there we go. Well, good morning everyone, and welcome to the outskirts of Broken Hill. It is currently 7 o'clock in the morning. We'll get dressed and go for breakfast, and then shortly after it'll be time to embark on the tour I've been looking forward to the most, and that is the Daydream Mine in Broken Hill. When I get back from breakfast, I will discuss about the other tours in a little bit more detail. Time to head off for breakfast. Thank you.
So have you been to Broken Hill before?
No, first time around here actually. Serve with the juice to begin with. Very nice juice. Wheat mix to get us started. Just your stock standard full breakfast. Here's the egg. Good egg as usual. Welcome to a rather chilly Broken Hill. First ever time stepping foot in this town. Seen it a lot on videos and on TV, and finally I get to see it for myself. We're heading through to the Daydream Mine in Silverton for our tour. Now I promised I'd discuss about the other tours, so I'll do that when I get back on board the train, as I didn't have much time between breakfast and disembarking. I'm so excited to go in an underground mine. Let's do this. First we have to get on our coach. In our coach, getting ready to go to the mine.
That is the black powder room. As I said, this mine was fired out with black powder, and like any explosive, you must keep it full, must keep it. Not bad in there, is it? Yeah.
Alright, this is what it looks like in here. Wow. So this is a little hut that we've got under here.
The single man's quarters.
Single man's
As I
quarters.
explained, they come out of the copper triangle into the copper mine. A lot of the men were already suffering with silicosis. Bit heavy, can't help that.
As you can see, I'm all geared up, ready to go. Gonna have to crawl like a spider. Wow.
Now the last step is a bit of a stretch. Yeah, turn around and go backwards from there, mate.
Alright, we're gonna go backwards. A bit like Lake Cave. Sorry if my camera vision's not good, I have to keep my eyes on what's going on behind me.
more, stands out more here, see?
Oh, goodness. Once again, have to crawl like a spider.
I find trees that go sideways from here.
Wow. What a good climb that was. 4th level down there, all muddy water.
Yep.
Wow. I think you can see some of that muddy water if I shine my light on it. Wow. This is very low canopy. Oh my goodness, some of the old rail line here.
There's an exploration drive up there if you have a look.
Oh wow.
Now that's all put in by hammer and tack.
You can see some of the rocks here, they've got silver on them. Like this one here. Another access to 4th level. Oh my goodness. Being tall is the worst thing for this tour.
This was a klaxon horn that when you went in to do it, the men behind you, if you got into trouble, you could signal back to the men, or if you found anything, right? That was so the men behind would know where you were.
So that is all the mine that I filmed. So that'll be it for filming. I will film the exit. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that little underground mine.
Not while my fingers here. It's called hammer and tap.
Okay.
Go for it.
Here we go.
Should I miss?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, it goes in.
it's going in.
He's not nodding.
He's not nodding, so his head's not at risk.
There you go. Good on you, love.
Thank you.
Wow.
You got the sack. It didn't turn the steel once.
I was in there now.
Move your hand. Would like to turn your lights out. That's better. That's the light they worked under. Okay? Now.
And here's your display metals. A lead with some silver in them. And I think that's where we went earlier on. We get back into the cold. What a tour that was. An underground mine. Oh, there's a little shop here. A little gift shop. Get ready for a bit of a nice morning tea. Oh, this is very interesting. Gonna get a small top up here of the Bollinger champagne. There you go. Alright, that's quite a lot. A bit of a spillage. Let's see how this tastes. I've never drunk champagne before.
Hold them up, hold them against you. Stop. Hold backwards.
Wow. I like it actually.
It's quite an expensive habit.
Yeah. Love it.
Stop it.
Yeah, and get a photo of the train and look over Broken Hill quickly, and then we'll get back. We've got a little bit of time, and we can get back. So every town's got a big pineapple, big banana, we've got a big deck chair.
It's crazy. And the loco. This is my apologies for the wind. Here we go, back at the train now. Oh goodness, it's very dusty here. Gonna head straight back to the dining car for lunch. Here we go. Lunchtime. It's sitting all the way over here today. Brief look at the menu. Now this is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I think all
I am going to go.
Yes. And then when we went up to where the sculptures were, we had a sort of a little
Well, I'm either going to go the Great Pickers lunch or the swordfish. And the salad, and then you've got the orange citrus tart or the Old English toffee ice cream.
Yes, I've already had 10.
This is tough. What about this? It's got everything. This is going to go down a treat. Starting off with this. This is salmon pate, I think. Tastes pretty good. Now we're currently leaving Broken Hill. As you can see all the mining stuff out there. Yeah, tastes really nice. Lunch went down very well. Here I've got orange and citrus tart, chocolate ice cream, and some plum sauce with it. So that will taste very good. Let's see how it goes. Let's give this a try. Sweet treat, that's for sure. That's the end of lunch and dessert. Once again, absolutely brilliant. Now I'm going to head back to my cabin and have a bit of a rest. Back in the cabin, and everything has been converted back. Now, I forgot to talk about the other Broken Hill tours on the train. So I did the historic Daydream Mine. Another tour is the Silver City Highlights, which is just a general tour of Broken Hill, and it's called Silver City Highlights because Broken Hill is a mining town for silver. So it's a coach tour that takes you around to all the iconic places around Broken Hill. Then there's the drag queen show. So you get to go to a drag queen show in Broken Hill. You might remember, those of you who do, an advert for Amy that had two drag queens driving in a convertible through to Broken Hill. They're like, we're going to Broken Hill, we're going to Broken Hill. And then the car broke down. They're like, we're not going to Broken Hill. And then they called Amy for their advertisements. The reason why those drag queens said we're going to Broken Hill is because Broken Hill is very well known for drag queens and drag queen performances. So that was very, very nice. And then there was another session where you go to an art gallery for a paint and sip. So for those of you wondering what a paint and sip is, you paint pictures of things that come to your mind, and they have platters of food and drinks there for you to enjoy too. And then the last tour there, which is what I'll probably do next time, is called Taste of the Outback. So it's a bush tucker tour, So they take you throughout the outback areas of Broken Hill, and Indigenous Australian is the tour guide, and they show you all the natural flavours in the bush related to their Indigenous culture, which is also sounding very interesting. So I'll probably do that next time. Well, it's now night again, and it's time for my final dinner on this trip of the Indian Pacific. My apologies, I only have one hand free for this because I've got to carry some bottles for recycling. Let's go to what I reckon will be a fantastic dinner. Now, of course, they save the best till last. Oh my goodness. I could either have kangaroo loin or salmon gravlax. I'm not a fan of cauliflower though. Main course, we've got the roast chicken, or the lamb rump, or the galette, and then the opera cake, eton mess. Final dinner on the Indian Pacific. We're sitting in here today. There we go. So I got the kangaroo loin. Very much looking forward to it. Alright, here we go. Kangaroo loin. Very good.
And to finish, I've got a Sauvignon Blanc. I like to say, cheers. So good. And here's the lamb. Let's taste this lamb. Very good. And that went down brilliantly, except I can't have the fat. So I got very lucky and I've gotten a double dessert. So I got the opera cake and an Eton mess. This is going to go down a treat, both of them for one more night. How good. Let's start by trying the Eton mess. I've never had this before. The opera cake I have on the Great Southern. Oh wow.
My eating mess looks
wow, this cream is good.
does.
Hence why it's called an Eton mess. You get it? Eton mess. And the opera cake. Beautiful, just like last time. Dessert went down an absolute treat, my double dessert. How good was this? The mess was so good, the cake was so good, but my favourite would have to be the opera cake. I love any cake, and yeah, opera cake was so good. Overall, beautiful desserts. And that's the end of dinner. Make sure this stays open. Time to go to bed for the night. I'm very tired. And it's night. Here's my bed. And the usual feedback form. As usual, it is very good. And that will be the end of me for the night. Time to have bed chocolate. Good as usual. Turn out the lights. See you tomorrow for the final day.
Good morning everyone and welcome to the amazing outskirts of the Blue Mountains.
Alright, time to go for breakfast. Now I'm staying on board the train to go to Sydney, whereas some people are actually going to go to the Blue Mountains for an excursion. So there are multiple excursions they do at the Blue Mountains. One of them is going to do a walk trail, which sounds pretty fun. Oh, sorry there.
If you were going to come for breakfast.
I am, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
No worries.
Yes, there's the walk trail, there's a high tea, and then I've forgotten what the third one is. I think you go to Katoomba and go on the chairlift or something. But anyways, if you are interested, you can see it for yourself when you go on it. I think I'm the last for breakfast too. Saved it for later, thank you. Perfect, thank you. Never expected to be in an empty Queen Adelaide restaurant. This is something different, and this tells you that it's empty. Just grab an orange juice, and then instead of the full breakfast, I'm going to go with the scrambled eggs and hot smoked trout. And here's a hot smoked trout, scrambled eggs, and some tomato and spinach with an orange juice. This will go down well. Time chili juice. Good as per normal. And now, time to try the smoked trout. Delicious.
Absolutely, mate. There we go. Final breakfast done, and the doors have shut on me. Back in my cabin for one last time. So as we roll through to the western suburbs of Sydney, I'm going to give my overall final thoughts of this journey. First of all, this was a fantastic difference to last year's journey from Perth to Sydney, with all the new changes they made, like putting Kalgoorlie in the morning, Cook at night, and taking everyone to the Barossa, and all the new Broken Hill tours. I thought that was a really good change for everyone, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. My personal favourite is so tough to decide because everything was so good, but I have to say Seppeltsfield Winery was my favourite experience of the trip. The scenery around the Barossa Valley is just amazing, and they do such good Shiraz there. And as you know, I love my Shiraz. All in all, for what it's worth, this trip is definitely worth it. You're on the train for 5 days, 4 nights. It's so action-packed, there's so much stuff to do. Even if you're on the Nullarbor, there's still stuff to do, like the musician comes in and does trivia or plays a set. You could chat with everyone, play board games, and then you've got experiences like Cook at night. You're never going to see stars like that anywhere else. It is just crazy. And to have it all on this trip is amazing. The food was absolutely exceptional, absolutely loved it everywhere. It was good trying new things too, which was very nice. And the staff as well were very good. The service was great, and I'll give a few shout outs to a few staff members that I had on board. So firstly, Sean. This was actually his first trip, his first ever time with Journey Beyond. And I happened to be the first guy he served because I'm right at the at the front at the time. Now I'm at the very back. And he did very well considering this was his first ever trip. Honestly, he did his job as if he was very experienced, so I reckon he'll go very far. So well done to him. And then Minnie, the manager for my carriage, also did very well. And then the guest experience manager for my section, Hannah, was also very accommodating as well. And shout out to Simi for her wonderful banter. Always love a good banter with people. It's what makes the journeys fun. And then Kieran in the lounge car. And I had 2 staff members that recognised me from previous trips. We had Kieran, who took me from Adelaide to Perth, and Martin, who took me on the Great Southern from Brisbane to Adelaide last year. So it was good to see them again and see a couple of familiar faces. And it was also very good interacting with all the other guests on board. Made quite a few friends, had great chats, and it's really nice being able to socialise with people from all around the world on these trains. And you can learn a lot from them and teach them a lot about what you do and the places you visited and even the place you live. Like I told them a lot about Perth and Rottnest and everything. And that's all what I have to say, and the ever-changing scenery too, from the Avon Valley to the Wheat Belt to the Outback to the Flinders Ranges around Adelaide, and then to the Barossa Valley, and then to Broken Hill, the New South Wales Outback, and then the Blue Mountains. It's got everything. Really has. And overall, this is probably one of the best journeys that Journey Beyond could offer. Perth to Sydney on the Indian Pacific, it is an unforgettable experience.
Oh, I know.
No, I said do they subsidise?
Oh, I'm not sure, but it's only like 2.5 days.
don't know if you can see, but there is a ridiculous swarm of bees outside. Oh, there's an Endeavour rail car. I've never seen a swarm of bees around a train wire before. Look at them, just to the left of screen. And here we are, arriving into Sydney Central. Since the platform, of course, is way too short for the Indian Pacific, they have split it up into 2 sections over 2 platforms. What a journey this has been. And we're now out at Central on the platform. We're on platform 1. Majestic platform 1. So that will conclude the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this very long video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. See you in my next video.